Hello everyone. We are trying another live stream today. So I have been working on OBS. I have been working on OBS software for the last week or two. I'm hoping to get better at it. So you should be seeing, hopefully hearing me firstly and seeing me, but you should also see Wall Street trading floor on the background. I didn't tell anybody that I'm doing this live stream, so I don't know if anybody will join. But let me see if I'll put the invite out to the guys here and see if we can get some people on to help me test this. Let's see. If anybody wants to join and speak, that would be good. Let's see. Okay, so first off, I didn't put a thumbnail. That was poor. But let's see. We get some people joining. Let me know if you can hear me, you can see me, and then we can get into some crypto conversations. Let me see. Okay, we're definitely live. That's the main thing. Okay, folks, any chat, anybody comment, just to let me know you can hear me and see me. There's no point me talking if okay, audio, let's see what you're saying here. Audio good, can see exactly yourself clearly, and the background also. Thank you, Darren. Okay, so we're good to go. I'm going to hit this button here, and now you should see the charts of me in the corner. If that's happening, then this is brilliant. This has been about 7 hours of my life invested wisely. So happy. It took me forever to get this working, but that's good. Okay, so you can see the charts. Let me know if you can see the charts. I'm not getting no comments. Rags. Okay, first time one of these live feeds has worked. Yep, can see the charts. Okay, good. Right. Well, we'll not waste any more time then. So you can see this. Okay. I just thought I'm going to try my best to get more live streams going. Firstly, and as you can see, I've spent a bit of time to try and hopefully make these better. So that's good. Okay, so cryptos went off the side of a cliff today. I'm sure most people's crypto portfolios have taken a pounding. We've been talking about the crypto in the Discord a lot over the last while. It doesn't really matter bringing that up, but the main thing about the crypto is we believe the halving's coming. It's going to be doing well. We did our video at the start of January, saying that crypto seriously is going to be the only real one that I'm going to be putting money in terms of trading, and it's proven to be great. Let's just have a look at the main asset that I trade or invest in. I would say I trade a lot, but the main one that I would invest in would be Bitcoin. So let's just have a look quickly, do a bit of a recap. So I think I did my video on the 22nd. I was around this period here. 22nd of January comes to mind, but I mean, we've seen 80% rise over that in that time. It's been phenomenal, and there's been plenty of other. If we look at Ethereum, look at this pattern. They've all, even the crap coins, have shot up. All followed the same foot. So this is why I like to invest. Cardano has been a bit more of a less ferocious. It's kind of been a bit more relaxed, hasn't it? Neo as well is another one I'm in, and then Solano. It's been probably the most steadiest rise. I mean, since October. I mean, Anybody in Solano? Jesus, I am in it. I've got a bit of money in every single one of these. Every single one of these this is my crypto exposure: Bitcoin, Ethereum, Zcash. Zcash is dog shit. It's crap. I'm only in it because of Argo blockchain, and I've about $180 or something. So yeah, it's nothing. Shiba's been good. It's been probably my most profitable this last month. Dogecoin, I've got a bit in it. I don't believe in Dogecoin as a coin, but I believe in the meme hype, so I'm still in that. Litecoin, I don't know. I read something about 2 years ago that was good. I've still got money in it. So it is what it is. Cardano, we know about Cardano. We know about Solano. They're the big boys. Any of the top 10 market cap coins, I'll just rotate around depending on maybe the hype. But let's have a look at Bitcoin from a technical point of view. So we can see here we've been, like, this has been massively overextended now for the last month. 35 days due a very probably substantial cool off. But if we look back to October, something similar happened, and it actually continued on. Then it kind of went sideways on the downwards turn, and then it pumped, and then even when the cool off was happening on your RSI, it still was relatively strong. It's only when it really sold off here is when it matched up. So it was almost inverted, which is encouraging from the point of view of this sell-off. It's just maybe going to cool off a bit, but it might only be a dip. The the MACD here is starting to cross over, but it did it here. And this little crossover that happened right here, we can see it crossed over here. It cooled off, but it pumped. I mean, none of these recent, since about January, none of these quote unquote sort of areas where it should really be selling off, like here and here, the actual chart movement didn't reflect that at all. And we know why that is, because fundamentally we have the halving coming up in about a month's time, which is historically going to pump these things. So let's have a look at the historics of this. Let's have a look. Scroll right out. Oh, let's close that way. So we know about the halvings. Look at all these charts we drew way back then. God, these were the days, weren't they? 2 years ago. We did this falling wedge and it pumped. I remember, that was glorious days. But generally speaking, actually, I did a video. I'll not actually go over this right now. I did a video about 2 weeks ago on the channel, which goes in. I put a lot of effort into it, and it goes into all the Bitcoin halvings, price predictions for the future, and all this. Where is it? The video? Where the fuck is it? This one, jaw dropping Bitcoin. This video, I go into all the detail on that, and we look at the previous what kind of happened when the halvings happened. So we don't have it as like a long historic history on any crypto, obviously, but it would normally suggest that we see a pump, which is what we're all buying into, and definitely it feels like that way. Now the Fed came out yesterday, did their usual, inflation's not going away, and that's a separate issue, but that usually causes the sell-off. So in short, what I'm trying to say is I am not worried about this sell-off at all. We can see we've touched the 50-day moving average here. It says a sell on the day chart, 4-hour chart. You know, it's starting to sell off, but I'm not even worried. It's actually recovered quite well. You can see here in the last hour, it's starting to sell. I'm not even worried about this. Now, where am I sitting in my position? Well, what I'm doing is my trading is I'm up and down, setting stop losses, profit taking, and I'm just sort of playing about with money. So I have a few grand. I'd probably say I have a sort of 70% of my portfolio that I want in crypto is invested in crypto. So today has hurt me quite a bit, but I've substantial a bit of money there. I'm just waiting to see which one out of these coins is the best opportunity. And for me right now, my heaviest position that I'm in is Ethereum, and that's only because it's been selling off, and I've been trying to get a bit of that goodness over the last few days, but it's continuing to sell off. But I think it's only a healthy cool off. And again, if we look at these here, it's a wee bit further on than Bitcoin. So let's compare it to what's been doing well. For example, is Solano. So it's not being affected by the quote unquote sell off that we're seeing. What's this latest news? It's probably no shit, but but this is looking like a sell-off. So I think anyone that's in Solano, enjoy the run. I have closed out my positions on Solano today, because everything else is selling off, and I thought take some money off in case this is a substantial sell-off. Crypto's highly volatile. You've absolutely no idea what's going to happen, but I think it'll be a short-term blip. But a short-term blip could also mean 20-30% loss, just like that. So tread carefully. But you can see these are all similar. They all need a bit of a cool off. They've all pumped extremely hard. And I just think that Dogecoin's dog crap, like it really, really is. But they're all showing a sell symbol come in, and that's probably the first sell symbol we've had in weeks. I mean, SHIB has been doing that for a while. When was the last time we even had a Bitcoin sell? Bitcoin sell was 21st of February, so 3 odd weeks ago was the last time a sell symbol, and it didn't even really come in. It flashed. The last significant sell symbol, because I wouldn't even count this one either, the last significant one was the 11th of January. So that's a long time ago. So I'm not panicked. I'm not worried. I think that a cool off in crypto is healthy, very healthy, and I'd be looking for these indicators to try and move down. My only fear is, fundamentally, I think it should continue on a lot more. I suspect we'll see well over 90 to 100k in Bitcoin between now and the halving. So how long does this cool off last before it just skyrockets up to those types of levels? You know, anybody that's in or out of these coins at the moment should really be considering maybe getting a bit of exposure, because even up till, say, the 94, 93, you're still looking at 37 to 40% rise, which is something that could be done over the next month, and I think highly likely that it will be in the next month. You'll see about 90k, so that's a lovely rise, and for me it just feels like this cool off needs to happen probably for the rest of this week. I'd be looking for these types of indicators, maybe for Bitcoin as a top up level. Let's see if we can do a horizontal line here. What are we on the day chart? Probably here potentially would be, yeah, it's a bit of support, bit of resistance in and around this level. I probably actually would say go a bit lower, probably around 50, low 50s would be really great, but mid 50s would be some drop, and that would be for me probably the worst outcome. And that's not a huge drop, it's only 20%, say. What do you think? Crypto, Bitcoin, are we going to see a 20% drop? Is this going to be the healthy rise? I mean, what happened at this level? 20%. This time frame here brought about a 20% rise. I'm not rushing, put it that way. I'm not rushing to buy every little dip. I'm more than content leaving my money to the side. I'm also not going to sell if I do believe this could happen, which it is likely to potentially happen. I'm not going to freak out, and I'll just take a 20% loss on all my positions if need be, hold them, buy low and reset up with eTorro, which is what I do most of my crypto trading. I do have a COINBASE account and stuff, but most of it's on eTorro. Every position you open is a new position, which is good and bad. Great for trading, fantastic for trading, and that's why I use eTorro. In, out, there's different positions, stop losses, you have all those options for every trade. Coinbase, you're adding to your position. When you're adding to your position, it's great if you've maybe took a pounding and you want to bring your average price down, but when you're trading, it's not really great because you can't sort of have different levels of positions running at the same time. So I that's why I trade eTorro, but eTorro you do pay handsomely for the fees, which isn't great, but what can you do, Right, let's see, anybody want to leave some comments? Let's see who we've got. With 5 people on the stream. 5 people, guys. Jesus, is that including me? Appreciate 3 o'clock on a Friday. People are probably going to the bar, and the last thing they want is for me to be rambling on. But any crack rags or Darren are even still with me? Probably not. Maybe so. Who's there? Anybody there? Anybody there? Do you think there will be a sell-off after April? I don't know, Rags. It's a good question. A lot of people are saying the same thing, aren't they? I put it this way: I'm gonna still be in Bitcoin. I've been in Bitcoin for 3+ years now. I am most certainly still gonna have a position, but anything over 90, I'm gonna start really trimming out. I just fancy 90 to 100k to be a target level for a lot of people. But I'm still gonna be in it. Still gonna be in it. Jesus, I mean, what price do you put on Bitcoin in 5 years' time? It's in that video that I did the other day, but yeah, I suspect a long hold for me on Bitcoin. Potentially one of them holds that you're never out of. But as we've seen, even on red days like Solana today, there'll be winners and losers. That's kind of why I like to have my money spread across, a dozen, 10 of these. But they're all one thing for me. Crypto market is the crypto market. I don't want to put too much money into the real high risk plays, but I'd be foolish not to have some money in those plays, I would say that there will be a sell-off. I've seen it too many times with any type of stock, any type of anything, full stop. It's usually a case of buy the rumor, sell the story, and I just think it will sell off for that reason. I don't see any reason why, because a lot of people will be thinking, oh, it's having, the demand's going down, it's going to skyrocket, and I think just that in itself will mean that it'll sell off, but it could be wrong, so that's why I'm going to keep a lot of money in. But I would say maybe, a quarter to a third of my stake will be in for the halving. The rest I will take out, and if it goes up, it goes up. You live and you learn. It's so new, Bitcoin, on the scale of things. What, 10, well, probably 15, 16 years now it's been about. It's not a long time. It's really not. Let's see what we've got. I've not bought any crypto this time around. Oh, you're not in crypto, Regs? Oh, right. I thought you were, my man. Yeah, well, look, it's high risk, and the governments can obviously step in at any time and change things, but I just don't think that's going to happen. And rightly or wrongly, I believe the reason crypto will be about is because how in a cashless society, which I believe we're moving to in the next 10 years, say, how will drug dealers get their money? How will people be able to do dodgy transactions and stuff? That's just the world we live in. You have to realize that. So I think there will always be a place for it. And then you see countries adopting it full time. And, I'm going to like Madrid in Spain, and there's Bitcoin bank machines, if you want to say that. And I just feel like that's just naturally the way it's going. So I think even with restrictions, I still think there'll be a good demand for it. Don't trade crypto, Darren? No. It's hard to trade because it's so volatile. A lot of people like to trade on the shorter time frame, drop it down to like a 5 minute. Swing trading doesn't work on the 5 minutes. So if you were trading on a lower time frame, you need to start using support levels and resistance levels and all this good stuff. It's a real more technical, advanced level of trading. The 3 minute chart here, it can be quite fun, but you don't want to be doing it on eTorro. eTorro, straight away, you're at least 2% down on an opening trade. So, for example, if you were in this trying to scalp, say you waited for the buy symbol even, 1%, you open this trade, 1%, I'm still down 1% because I've opened up eTorro. So you can't really trade it with eTorro. That's why I prefer, if I am going to be properly trading, I usually do it on the 4 hour. Because it's a bit more reliable. Let's see. So if you were trading Bitcoin on the 4 hour chart, even here, let's say it says buy 4%. What's this buy symbol saying? You would be selling it here 6%. So you're always getting usually in and out of a trade before and you're making money on the trade because you're not you're covering the 2% spread. See all that 3 minutes, 5 minutes, it's just like gambling for me. It's too risky. And even if you're looking at support levels, we're probably looking at Ethereum for a change maybe. If you're going to go and start using your fibs, the fib channels or any of these fib tracement things that people love to use. I mean, again, the only thing, I was saying this in my Discord actually today. Oh Christ, what have I done? I'm trying to use this here. you know, these people use all these levels and mad stuff. The thing is, the only reason these work is because other people are using these things. So these will be telltale signs for people. But for me, I just prefer using the real basic stuff. Although with crypto would be the only thing that I would consider using all this extra stuff, because it's so volatile. You want to be in it. Sorry, rambled on a bit there. What have we got? Can't be ours figuring out the capital gains. Capital gains, yeah, I get what you're saying, but the capital gains, let's see. So what is your UK? Just shy of 13 grand. No, sorry, that's your tax allowances. Yeah, the capital gain, what is it? They've reduced it to 6 grand or something, haven't they? What is it? 6 capital gains. I should know this, but I can't even remember what it changed. It's just changed. It changes in April. What is it? Aye, that's good. Good help. What is the new rate? Anybody know? Quickly. Aye, 6 grand. Yeah, that's what I thought. So it's 6 grand, and then it goes to 3 grand. Aye, that's what it was. So where we used to be 12, then it went to 6, and then it's 3. It's criminal. It really, really is. And it's the same for business dividends. Like, went from 2 grand to a grand to 500 notes. Like, waste of time. But capital gains is really as simple as that. Whatever you cash out, you can make up to the 3 grand come April. 6 grand for this year come April, might as well say. So anything over 3 grand, then yeah, you'll need to start paying capital gains. But unless it's in an ISA, but crypto's not going to be there. So yeah, I mean, you still make 3 grand doing it. It's not too bad. Better than nothing. Always find out that you're down when buying any stock via Aweeb. What do you mean you're down? As in, you don't get the price reflected on charts? That rarely happens, that you get the price reflected on charts, to be fair. But I know, like eTorro, as soon as you open it up, 2%, 2.1, 2.2% down. It's just like, you know, free trading, but it's not free trading. And see, when you're spending like 1 grand, 2 grand, 5 grand or something, you know, substantial on a trade, you know, that's a lot of money. You would rather just pay £5, £10 a transaction fee. You really, really would. I like Aweeb, obviously for our AIM stocks, but it's not really great. You definitely wouldn't trade on it. It's not set up to trade. It's not set up. It's meant to set up for long term investing. So you've missed the boat. You think you've missed the boat? I don't think you have, but you know, you've missed a good one anyway. I'm off. The kids pick up. Have a good weekend. Yep, Darren. No worries, mate. All the best. Yeah, no, not the same price as the chart. Yeah, it happens, unfortunately. But listen, we've had 8 views, so we need to do a lot of work to get these live streams pumping. But I really just wanted to test that out. So Rags, appreciate you, man, coming on, and Darren as well, just to chat to me. So I'm glad you can hear it. You can see. Oh, I forgot. You aren't even seeing. I'm sitting showing you charts and all, looking at things. Sorry, you couldn't even see it. Yeah, that was good. That was really good. I'll get better at it, but at least you can kind of see what I'm trying to work at. I want to get a lot better at these. Oh, Moonpie. Hello, Moonpie Magic. How are you? We're doing a live stream here. We're not used to doing live streams. Are you from the Discord, or are you just someone that's just strolling through YouTube and came along for the ride? 3 people we've only got on the stream now, so this is it's exciting. You don't want to miss it. Do you live chats in the evening? Maybe audio and layout looks good. Just a subscriber for the ride, mate. Sweet. Well, welcome, Moonpie. Always. That's good, man. Appreciate it. Going to try and do more live streams. Yeah, Rags, I think evening time would be better. I mean, it's just 3 o'clock on a Friday. It's probably a horrible time. But yeah, maybe get a few beers on the go and do a bit of live trading in the evenings. I would like to try and cover some news, but I really needed to make sure the live streams were looking better, because those first couple were horrendous. But this looks better. I'm happy with this. Okay, listen, I just wanted to test it. Appreciate you all for tuning in, and I will see you in the next video. Enjoy your weekend, folks, anyway.